Where were you at
Welcome to the
yesterday?
Relatively Jump...
Sorry.
Motherfucker. Welcome to the Relatively Jumbo podcast. My name is Nick, joined by two guys, Devin, Steve. Follow us on Twitter at Jumbo Podcast. Instagram, Jumbo Podcast.
We're guys.
They're guys. YouTube, Relatively Jumbo Podcast. We do wrap-up video, like 15-minute video after the episode. Also put the episode on there. So check it out. Subscribe. What's going on? What do you look like that? What's up?
Chilling.
You're fading in and out on me, so I might have bad connection.
Oh,
Turning off all my Wi-Fi devices.
We got a fader here.
How's it going?
Good.
It's going. Just watching this Super Bowl winning aspirations Chicago Bears team.
Yeah, we just finished the ribs off. We had the good luck ribs for the game day, Monday Night Football ribs. So we're hoping that it works. They were good. I at least know that they were good. But in terms of them winning because I made them, I don't know. Doesn't look that great right now, but it's early. Why is that fucking dog up here? He's supposed to be killing rats.
I don't know if Ribs
she's
can
a lady.
save
She needs to
what
go
I'm
kill
watching.
Rabs.
Rabs.
Needs the Rabs and the ribs and the rats.
You understand.
Yeah, I get it.
But I heard you what you're saying, Nick. I don't think ribs are gonna help anything right now.
They look fine.
When you're... I mean, the Vikings aren't good.
They look fine.
Looks like they've been eating ribs. You know what I'm saying? Like the Chappelle Show skit. Falling asleep on them with the ribs.
Everybody on the offense has the itis.
How are the ones
Mud
you made?
butt.
Were they good? You made good ribs today?
Yeah. It was exciting. Haven't done it in the pressure cooker, so that was like a first time doing it. Took like a half hour, and then I just grilled and broiled it too, so that was fun.
Come on, where'd you order?
It's always
them
fun to
from?
grill. What?
Where'd you order those from? Those Robinsons?
Yeah, the train ribs.
Those train
I got
ribs
some
you ordered?
Robinson. Mr. Robinson, thank you for the ribs. No. Well, I just like grilling outside when it's cold out. If we can't tailgate, I'm gonna just grill outside when it's like November. It's nice.
Yeah, but do you stay outside while it's grilling, or do you put them on and then run back inside real fast?
No, I didn't run inside. I jogged
Briskly.
up the stairs. Briskly get inside with warm.
Oh, I love grilling
warm
outside.
water.
You throw it on and on the grill and take off back inside.
Just sprint inside.
Got a propane heater outside by the grill.
But yeah, all right. It's cold. This Justin Jefferson guy, he's talking about him dancing.
Can you imagine
they've
if he was
literally
on your
spent-
fantasy team like early in the year and then you dropped him?
Shut the fuck up. I didn't drop him, but I tried to pick him up.
Yeah, but I know.
Hey, I drafted him because I knew he was going to be good, and then he got good 1 week after I got rid of him. So
that sounds like a Reinsdorf thing. That's what he says when that stuff shit happens. Like, well, we put him in the organization. We do this as talent. And,
did he get a DUI that I don't know about?
Yeah.
You know what, Nick? 30 years later, if you feel like you still regret your decision, you can draft him. The biggest regret of my life was dropping Jeff Jefferson.
Jeff Jefferson. You don't even know his name.
Jeff Jefferson.
I've been calling him Jeff Jefferson all year long.
That would be a good name, but I don't know if he would like be an NFL star with a name like that. I think you'd like have a lot of hate in your heart with the name like Jeff Jefferson.
You call people like there's Bill Williamsons out there. Williamsons.
Do they?
There shouldn't be.
I haven't heard any of those succeed. Steve Stevenson would no. Nobody's that obnoxious with that name. No way.
The name Steve Stevenson. Nick Nicholson?
Jack's kid.
That sounds like McDonald's knockoff.
Jack Jackson. These are all solid aliases.
Those
If
are
I'm
bad aliases.
if I'm gonna
John
commit
Johnson.
crimes, it's gonna be with a name like that.
No, bad names.
Nobody would catch
Trying to
on.
think of more.
You're
George
s-
Jorgensen. George Jorgensen. Georgeson.
For those special ribs, did you? How much THC
Yeah,
was in those ribs you just ate?
I loaded the whole batch of them. That was all in the barbecue.
The special weed barbecue you got?
Yeah, sprinkle them and spritz them all up on there. Devin, why are you so? Why is it just so dark? Did you not pay the ComEd bill this month, or what's going on?
Um, they're watching the house right now, kind of with what was going on yesterday. So we're trying to keep a low profile. Uh, we got kind of like a Home Alone thing where I got cardboard cutouts going back and forth across the window.
God, how
It
old
looks
are
like you're
you?
in a hostage video. What the hell's going on?
They told me
What
if
is
I
your?
read this, then they'll let me go. Please send the money.
We're not sending the money, right, Steve?
No, I mean we haven't. All the money that we made from this podcast we're sending to you, so that's where you're not getting out right
A
now,
fortune.
Devin.
A
Checks in the
fortune.
mail.
A small
Don't worry.
fortune that we're not
Don't
putting
worry
to you
about it.
yet.
I think we gotta start doing ad reads for things that actually sponsor podcasts. We gotta start reading for mattresses. We gotta start reading
Oh, what would be the first one we get?
Squarespace.
Let's.
We gotta
But
start.
everybody's doing those.
Yeah, those are the people shelling out money.
We gotta
You
find one
you're
that
trying to
Yeah, but
find
slaps.
you're trying to find like a mom and pop shop. We're like, we don't even know what podcasts are, and then you convince them to
If
sponsor
yeah,
the
Beefaroo
podcast.
knew, if Beefaroo knew, they'd shell out with how often we talk about them. They
I
only
think they
knew.
no, I think they do know. I think they know how much free press they get from this, and they're never gonna pay us
That's
except in
true.
swag and beefs.
Except in swag and beefs.
Mm-hmm.
I like swag and beefs.
Swag and beefs.
But like,
It
how far can Beefaroo's swag take you? You can't sell that on eBay. I got this
says who?
I got this Beefaroo hat. $50.
Yeah, it's vintage.
I
How
embroidered
many
it
other
on
ones are
lids.
there? They're rare. That's enough for them to be valuable.
I think you're highly value. I think you're taking too highly a value of Beefaroo's clothing. I think they
Now, that's your opinion.
true. If I stopped at the one in Michigan, I think if they had a shirt, I'd buy that one just to
Hey,
see it.
have you ever seen an Amber Alert take over the TV before?
Dude, I just saw that. Scared the fuck out of me. That is terrifying. That is the most
I don't think I've ever seen one on
terrifying
TV.
child
I got it on my
abduction
phone.
emergency. Somebody in Cook Lake and DuPage that's listening. Uh, let's find this child. I mean, this is pretty fucked, man.
I got a quick. Am I the asshole?
Did you
You're
abduct
gonna do
this
it right in the
child,
middle of
Nick?
this
What
Amber
the
Alert we're listening
fuck?
to.
Oh, gee, yeah,
Yeah,
you are a
I'm gonna
pretty big
say
asshole.
you're
I
leading
admit
hard
it.
asshole.
Well, no, it's kind of related.
Wait,
Whoa!
did you
What the
kidnap
fuck?
somebody?
So
What?
it is. Is this how you admit to this confession? Is by it's
You
sort of
are some
related to
kind
this
of
topic.
evil mastermind. You're gonna break this out in the middle of the Amber Alert and tell us you kidnapped someone?
Yeah, that's my Amber Alert.
No, I don't think you're the
No.
asshole. I'm gonna vote the other way.
You guys want to play a game? No, so mine is that I just turned off the notification on my phone.
You can do that?
Yes. Because I'm sick of, like, for Amber Alerts or when there's a flood, like, I'm sick of those things going off at 3 o'clock in the morning and giving me a heart attack. Like, I'm going to go out at 3 o'clock in the morning and go find this child.
You know,
Listen, all you relatively jumbo heads out there,
I
put the
don't agree with
podcast
it.
down. We're on the search for this kid.
What do
I
you, oh, I mean, you guys are complaining about it. Are you going out and helping
I
to find the kid?
I
What are you
looked out my
doing?
window.
hey,
I don't see him there.
I'm
I'm
about
looking.
to after all this nonsense.
Is that what the fans of the show are called? Are they jumbo heads?
Yes,
Relatively jumbo
I think
heads.
so. Relatively jumbos.
They're called the relatives
Hey, that checks
because
it
they're
out.
like family.
No, I'm pretty sure because it's only the family that listens to this fucking show. The fans of the show are our relatives.
and people we've kidnapped
And
to
people.
listen to the show.
Oh, this is
It's
such a.
good.
This is
Allegedly.
a long. It's still going.
Oh shit! Now you're complaining, Devin. Now he's the asshole. Devin's complaining.
There's a Marine Corps sticker in the back window.
Yeah, I'm less of an asshole.
I'm not complaining. I've
It
just
was this.
never seen this before.
It's an Amber Alert for a stolen vehicle.
No, I think they
child.
were kids. I don't think you can do an Amber Alert for a car unless it's a
Oh,
young
I think
car.
it's a different color. It's like a green alert or something, or silver. I think it's silver.
This is
I've
See those on
never
the
heard of
wild.
highway.
that before. Oh, on your CB radio?
Yeah, like
What
Like
happened?
it's
this is prime time
What
in the middle of
happened, Nick?
ESPN's football gate. Like
Wait a second. You guys can't see what's happening?
No, we haven't.
Oh, the tables have turned, bitches. You guys don't know what just happened, but
looks
I
like an
do.
Well,
interception.
we got it. Nick, us in Illinois, we care about our children, so we're gonna have to have Amber Alerts. I don't know how that goes in Arizona. It's kind of run free with the child. You just kind of tell other neighbors, but here we gotta
Well,
look out for our own. Did the Bears score?
they didn't score, but so it was a quick slant to Adam Thielen. Ball went through his hands into Khalil Mack's hands, and he ran it back. I don't know, 20, 30 yards.
Well, they're gonna throw an interception. So
So we got the ball. Minute 51 left in the second half. If you couldn't tell, we're recording this during the Bears game, so you can get live reactions of Steve and Devin, and then my reaction 40 seconds later. Except for right now, because you two are occupied.
You're really taking advantage of this Amber Alert, aren't you? This is awful. You are the asshole.
Why do you
I've
think I
changed my
kidnapped the
opinion
kid?
on
This
that.
whole thing. I planned this whole thing.
I've never seen that. Was a long time to take over everybody's TV in
Are you still
the
on it?
Illinois area. It
There we
just turned
go.
off.
I mean, honestly though, pretty big, bigger than sports.
Bigger than sports.
Oh,
Absolutely bigger than sports. I don't know why they don't.
Not
That
for
should just be
Nick.
TV all the time.
Not for Nick. Nick is very against that sort of
you guys
content.
are very much holier than thou for people that aren't currently looking for those kids in that pickup.
I am holy. Hi, I'm loving you. Florida Georgia
That
United.
was a sick first down.
Oh, what a play! We're back. Oh, we're back. Me and Devin are back.
I enjoyed my time.
Yeah, that was how was your 3 minutes of knowing stuff before us?
I jinxed him.
Honestly, it was sick.
Anthony Miller sucks. They need to cut him. We'll have
Well,
anybody
I
else
mean,
play.
all he does is complain after he just drops the ball. He complains like, "Where's the flag?" It's like, I don't
How many
know,
times can it hit your hands and you just not catch it before somebody's like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't play receiver?
yo, he
The
ain't good.
person whose job is to receive the football is not receiving the football. He probably shouldn't be receiving the football at receiver.
To
Let
be
one of those
honest,
Ridleys play.
Foles is throwing it with four people. I mean, right there. He's not fucking.
He's
He's
fucking.
not a god. With that big swinger, I hope he is.
So are you an asshole because you turned Amber Alerts off? Well, that was
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
frustrating. I
saying
know
yes because
I was very distracted by that.
the more I hear you talk about how your disdain for Amber Alerts, the more I think you're an asshole. Like if there was a thing that said like Amber Alert, there's a child like, and the address was like 2 blocks away from your house, you wouldn't even like peek. You'd probably lock the doors.
Well, Nick
I'm not a
hates kids.
hero.
2 doors down. Two blocks is far. 2 doors down.
It's
And
like
they're
the
like,
address next to
this
yours.
this child's
Like the
abducted
band.
2 doors down from Nick Rice's house. We need
Like it happened in your
any Nick
backyard. Like some kid
Rice's.
was snuck in your backyard and somebody else took him.
So somebody kidnapped a kid from my backyard.
Yeah.
The one that I kidnapped, or a different
This
one?
happened
Different
in
one.
your
Different kid.
backyard.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about it?
Like sleep soundly. I don't
Oh
know.
fuck! You're acting like this is a
I,
hawk going after a nest, for Christ's sake. I mean,
but I wouldn't know about it.
no, this is you knowingly looking in your backyard and watching it happen. There's no getting out of it.
You just
No
got your
getting out of
coffee
it.
mug. You just take a sip of coffee while this kid's getting abducted. This is messed up.
All right. Well,
This is a messed up
if that's the
conversation.
case, and I watched it, what would I need the alert for?
Oh,
I would know that it happened. I would just call the cops.
you know, you could
Dummies.
be a
Screenshot.
hero.
Talk yourself right into a
You
box.
There
could
goes your
you
snap
could get a
story.
you could get a day named after you in Gilbert, Arizona, or you could just sit in your house, just watch it happen. Well, you wouldn't even have gotten the Amber Alert because you turned off the notifications. So how would you even know? Without the Amber Alert, your first assumption is like, oh, that's probably just his dad picking him up. Oh, I'm okay. Somebody had to pick that kid up. Thank God. All right, back to what I was
Yeah.
doing.
Usually when your dad picks you up, you're kicking and flailing and
I've done it.
Having a good time. What can you say?
dancing around. Look how joyous. A joyous occasion. What do you want me to say? I turned him off. I'm no hero.
All right, what's the over under the Vikings score?
That's not how over under works.
I know.
Under.
What what's the bet that the
what
Vikings score in 50
what's the
seconds?
over under on the coin toss?
Under.
Under
I'm
two
going
flick.
points here. I'm taking the points.
You think they're gonna score points, Vikings?
No, I don't. They're gonna take a knee.
They'd be dumb to do that. There's 50
Two
seconds
knees.
left.
Hail Marys
They're
Yeah,
gonna
they're
never
run
work.
it.
dumb.
I've never seen a Hail Mary work.
You ever see a Proud Mary work though?
Yeah. She keeps on rolling.
Somebody made an Ike and Tina reference recently. I'm like, that's distasteful.
You didn't like it?
Even in this day.
Was it drug related or abuse related?
Either way, I don't think Ike Turner should be referenced in this world anymore.
They're both dead, right?
I don't know. Is Tina Turner alive still?
Tina's
Well,
definitely dead.
Tina's for sure. I don't know if Ike is or not. I'm gonna say yes. Over.
no, he died. Died in
Taking the over.
'07.
Oh,
Oh,
over or
7.
under one half of a life left for Ike Turner. Under cash.
Under.
Sorry.
Yeah, taking the under.
Whatever. Don't feel bad.
No, that
Bad person.
yeah. I leave I leave the pity for other people. First and second of all, Tina Turner is alive. I don't know what the fuck you guys are killing her off for. I knew she was alive. God damn it.
Tina Turner's not alive.
Yes, she is. She's 80. From she's born
Nah,
in
that's
Nutbush,
not her.
Tennessee. What a sick name for a town. I live in Nutbush.
Oh,
We're known
I would
for
have
our
bet.
hairy beans.
I would have bet significant money that Tina Turner was dead.
Would you have bet
Where do
a
you
lake
put
bet?
that prop on? Lake bet. Nick's got to fly to Chicago, jump in the lake, and then I'll watch because I think that
Got a better chance of me doing that than you jumping in the lake, you pussy.
it's not cold enough yet. I'm gonna do it when it's next month.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It
watch
sounds
me.
like it.
Watch me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it. No supervision either. I'm just gonna hop in and go.
What do you mean? How?
good.
Then I know you won't have done it. I'm gonna do it when
I'll
nobody's
film
there to tell
myself
people that
doing it.
you do a selfie stick.
Yeah. Also, who's supervising? There's no
No one.
lifeguards.
We'll hire
No
someone.
one.
Kickball
Hire a
them.
lifeguard. Get your lifeguard license,
We'll get one of the
just so I can
kickball.
watch you jump in the lake.
Get your fucking lifeguard license tomorrow. Start next week, Devin, or I'm not doing it.
We're gonna send Lightfoot out there. She's gonna watch.
Yep.
She's gonna film.
The only reason this isn't happening is because Devin isn't a lifeguard, hasn't even thought about becoming a lifeguard.
I
Have
mean,
you even thought about being a lifeguard?
I know first aid.
Yeah, that's enough.
You probably saw
That's pretty much it.
Sandlot.
That's all it is.
You probably, when you were a kid, you watched Sandlot and the kid making out with Wendy Peppercorn. You're like,
Oh.
oh, that'd be sick being a lifeguard. Oh, yeah. And then you thought about it for a year or two.
A lifeguard once did jump into the pool for
Is she
me.
hot?
I think it was a dude.
Is he hot?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
You make out with him? You friends
Wasn't
with him? You
bad.
sick
Oh yeah.
fuck. You
Not
just
gonna
gotta
not do
try with
that.
any lifeguard. You're like, I saw this little trick in the movies.
Looked great in the movie. He definitely saw my eyes open and then wink before he went in, though. It wasn't too subtle.
That's got to be, I mean, even as a kid, an emasculating feeling to have to get saved by a lifeguard.
He didn't though. So what happened was
Are you kidding? That chick was Wendy Peppercorn was a queen. I mean, he faked his drowning.
I'm not talking about his
Not talking
situation. I'm
about
talking
that.
about
No.
Devin having a dude lifeguard
Oh
come and
yeah, that
save him.
sucks.
It didn't happen that way. What happened was we were in a wave pool
Sure.
and
Yeah, I bet you were.
we were on
Wave pool?
the 2-man raft, and we get in the middle of the deep end. And before we get to the middle of the deep end, I was like, "Hey, I don't know if this is a good idea. I can't swim that well." To the person who was on the other part of the tube, I don't know. We were like 7, maybe 8, and the tube flipped over because of the waves, and I got like trapped between 2 tubes. So I tried to push the tubes apart to get up. And while I'm doing that, the kid on the float is like freaking out because he thinks I can't swim. So the lifeguard jumped in. But I was already swimming at that point, so
He's dying.
yeah,
You're like doing a
Uh,
perfect backstroke.
yeah.
damn,
That's the
that's
story
funny.
of the lifeguard jumping in to save me, and he was like, "What the fuck?" He's like, got back up in his chair.
Did you used to be a wave pool kid, Devin? I liked wave pools
I love
too.
the wave
They were
pool.
fun.
Yeah,
A good wave pool is just fun. If there's too many people there, it could be very stressful. That's where the Devon situation happens, where you're just getting bodied. It's almost like a sporting event, for Christ's sake, when those waves go. And all those
I
people are just in there
so
pissing and all.
we used to take a trip to the Dells every year. Nick was with us one year, and they have like it's the best wave pool ever at Mount Olympus. Like it gets pretty crazy. But what happens is you get there and it gets crowded. There's a bunch of little kids behind you, and you don't really have a lot of control over your body when you're going through those waves, and you just like end up taking a whole bunch of people out. Like there's always people
Fun.
who leave the wave pool hurt.
It's fun. It's
Oh, it's
it's
so
what
much fun.
America was made off of. And then but you go, the move is you do that for a bit, then you go to the lazy river to cool down your nerves. You get back out in the wave pool, go ham,
Yeah,
maybe go on a couple of slides,
2 tree slides.
2 tree
Couple two
slides.
tree slide. I can't do water parks
Why not?
anymore.
Is
Cause
there
it
Well, not
gross?
anymore. Not
yeah, because they're so
anymore.
they're so gross when you think about it, and I can't not think about it anymore. Especially like the Dells. It's not like the most health conscious or sanitary
They be
environment in
pissing in
general.
there. They be pissing.
Yeah, and then people be pissing. It's just blah, blah.
You know what? Maybe a good hot tub. I still am in for a hot tub. That
Ugh.
kills bacteria, doesn't it?
No,
Or
it's
is that
Not
even
just
worse.
growing
really.
them up?
It's just
Unless it's
it's tiny.
mostly chemicals, like that's even worse.
Oh, a bleach bath. You're saying
Yeah,
those are good.
yeah. Unless I smell like
Basically, it would
chlorine
need
for
to
like a
be
week afterwards, I don't want to get in
yeah,
there.
and your hair's white. If
Yeah,
it's not
unless I
that,
look like
then it's
Eminem
gross.
getting out of the hot tub, I don't want to go in.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for just pissing in majority of pools, or what's going on here? Let's talk
No,
about
I do
that.
that. I pee in
Yeah,
pools.
I was
I
about to
drink too
say if you're
much,
letting
and
me in your pool,
if I'm in your pool and I'm drinking and you don't see me get out to go to the bathroom for 3 hours, that's a
I've
lot
been
of pee.
pissing.
That's a lot of
Yeah,
pee.
yeah, I'm pissing
I
that well.
I wait till I get close to people too. I only do it when if I'm
Wow.
right next to someone. So I go, "Oh, did it get warmer in here?"
I feel like we're not going to be allowed to any pools that anybody here
Good.
listens to. We're not going to be in any pool.
I don't want to go to your
But it's like
pissy ass pool.
if your if your pool doesn't have piss, is it really a pool? Let's be honest.
Let's be honest
I
here.
mean, we don't put it in chlorine for no reason now.
At what point does it become more piss than pool? Because like if
As soon
everybody's
as I get
doing
in there,
that,
as soon as I get in.
It's like before everyone hops in, make sure everyone circles around, peas in it. Let's go. Got to fill this bad boy up.
it's just an empty pool, and everybody's just pissing in it. Do you think you could? How do you like? Do you think you could do that?
Fill a pool with piss. Well, it'd take a lot of
Like would it just
manpower and
would it
woman power.
evaporate before you could fill it? How long would it take to fill it?
You can fill it. I mean, but it would take, I'd say, at least a
That'd be
half hour.
that'd be stinky pool, man. At
You
least
just have as many. You just have like everybody surrounding the pool, standing facing in,
How
and
many
all those
people?
people are. They
How
just
many people are you planning on getting in this posse? This piss posse?
as many as you can fit around the rim of the
You
pool,
saying
That's
shoulder?
not even gonna be
and they're
close
just
to enough. That ain't even be
well, and
close.
they're standing there and they're just drinking water and drinking whatever, and they're standing or pissing. You're doing one or the other, and you're not leaving until we get this thing full.
I feel
Or
like there's a
unless you're,
mathematical formula for this, for like what's the average amount of liters you piss versus how many liters it takes to fill up a pool.
it's a lot of liters. I
So, like,
Many liters.
how many pisses do you
too many.
think it would take to fill up a gallon?
How many pisses for a gallon?
Yeah.
Well, if you
Maybe
drink
two,
a
three
gallon of
pisses.
water, I'm sure it'll get done quick. You gotta drink a gallon though.
Are we talking like my all-time best, or are we talking an average piss?
Just like an average
You
piss.
piss if you drink a lot of water, I'm sure you can piss a gallon in a day.
Maybe.
Okay.
It's at that point, if you're trying to do a piss off, all you're doing is drinking water. Then you're just drinking and going. That's all you can do that day.
All right. So, a pool that's 15 feet by 30 feet with an average depth of 5 feet is 19,900 gallons. So, that would take, if it was just you at a gallon a day, it would take 19,900 days.
It'd be worth it though.
But,
It'd be worth it
but
though.
we're doing a bunch of people.
Is that a
So you're just
lifetime?
doing a person per foot. So you've got 90 feet in perimeter. So you've got 90 people. So let's see.
That's 222 days.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just
That's
filled
roughly 7 months, 7.5 months.
if you filled a pool of piss by yourself, you're basically spending 52 years doing that. So,
Yeah, I think I got a
Can you
good
imagine
52 years
you
left.
almost got to the top and then somebody like drained the pool?
and then you just died, just fucking right there. I've
You
only
die
been-
and then you just fall forward into the piss pool and nobody will pick you up out of it.
That's the only way I want to go, man. That's it. That's the only way.
All right, so we need to get 86 more people, and in 7 months we'll have this taken care of.
Just make sure everyone's looking up when they're peeing. Nobody
Damn it.
looking at everyone's penises while they're peeing, please.
That's the rule.
Look up. That's the only
Please.
rule.
It's the only rule. Everybody look up. Grab the penis to your left.
The only problem is then you have to worry about stuff. You have to worry about stuff evaporating. You got to worry about evaporation. So it actually
No.
Could take
it's going
longer.
to take more time.
Maybe we could dilute it with a little vinegar. Keep that same smell going, almost kind of a little consistent with the smell.
What is that? What does the smell have to do with anything? Who
You
said
just do
anything
it for
about
the
the
smell.
smell?
I'm doing it for the smell. That's the only thing I've been thinking about during this whole time. That's gonna smell bad. That's gonna be a stinky pool. Definitely wrecking the sidewall on that some bitch with all that piss in it.
We're not worried about that. We'll figure that part out.
I got
talking-
that shit.
We're talking straight man hours.
I'm saying no eye contact and nobody eats asparagus for 7.5 months. Those are the two rules that I have.
No. No asparagus. If you have the asparagus, you don't even come into work.
Don't come to
If you
work.
ate you don't want even a stinkier pool.
Not everybody. Do you know that? Not everybody's pee smells from
Trying to
asparagus.
say that yours doesn't.
Yeah, aliens.
Yeah,
Yours doesn't
Actually.
smell.
correct.
Lucky bastard.
You eating the right asparagus?
The green kind.
Those are green
Checks
beans,
out.
motherfucker.
Checks out.
Son of a bitch. Got that green bean piss.
Yeah,
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't smell for asparagus, but it does for coffee.
But wait, like stink
smell like
the
coffee?
asparagus stink, or it smell like coffee?
Yeah, it smells like coffee. No, yeah, it doesn't. When I drink coffee, my pee smells like asparagus. That doesn't make any sense.
Asparagus stink. It's different. Asparagus doesn't really smell like the pee.
That
it
just
just-
makes
For some
sense.
reason, it makes it smell.
That's like that would be like in South Park when Cartman, like every time he laughed, milk came out of his nose, even if he didn't drink milk. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, I don't know. Coffee. Yeah. When you're drinking enough of it, it smells like you're brewing a cup when you're fucking pissing sometimes.
I've never had that before.
Yeah, it's weird.
And I drink a lot of coffee.
Do you drink coffee? Oh, See, we're all different. We're all
My
individual snowflakes.
my pee smells every other way. Um,
Like, what
I
else you
will
got?
say that
What else is in the repertoire?
my shit smells like daffodils when I eat rotisserie chicken. So that's
Ro-
my kink,
A whole chicken?
my quirk.
rotisserie chicken.
Whole ass chicken,
You gotta eat the whole chicken though.
whole chicken,
Yeah,
Jewel
You eat
brand specific.
you eat just a thigh. Smells
Oh,
like
not
I don't
shit.
need the
enough.
fucking
Smells like
thigh.
shit.
You don't like chicken thighs,
I
Devin?
still think the Bears win this game
Uh,
by maybe 100
what?
points.
Wait, they're playing?
100 points. I'm holding you to that. Hey, they put up a whole 6 in the first half, so we're
This is
cooking.
They
this
were
is the
running the
time to go
ball.
off.
They didn't go 3 and out, I don't think.
Well,
Uh, they didn't have time to. He threw an interception like the second play of the game.
Bill Laser.
Yo, is Matt Nagy taking over the play calling second half?
Yeah. Yep,
Like
he's got the play sheet.
I don't like this. I brought an extra play sheet just in my briefcase just so I gotta pull it out in the second half, and I think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna be me right now.
this play sheet says, "Be anyone except yourself, Matt."
be
For
be
the love of
different.
God.
Go. Oh! 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 Yeah! Oh yeah! Oh!
There are no
Finally!
flags on the field.
Oh, what a start to the half,
Nick, can
Nick.
you imagine if we just made that up? That'd have been
Hey,
hilarious.
Nick, remember when you saw that 3-yard out play before us? That was sick.
You motherfuckers disgust me.
Oh, dude. That was fun. It looked like the whole Vikings team stopped playing. They're all like stopped running. There was
He
no
doesn't even
one
look like he's
there.
running that fast.
There's no one was doing anything. I am so confused about that special teams coverage. Like 4 or 5 guys got blocked in one block.
That was wild.
Well, I'll give you the instant replay right here.
No, we already know what happens. It's fine.
Wow. He also, like, he is the king of taking it halfway into the end zone. Yeah. And then the kicker, juked right out of his shoes.
Yeah, that's rough.
See
He
ya.
didn't that you
Gave,
could
gave
tell
the
when
peace
there's
sign.
you can tell there's kickers that have confidence, and then you could tell that when there's kickers that just like don't want to be a part of this.
They
That
should
was a
call
kicker
that
that
play
did
more.
not want to be a part of that.
Oh. Mike
Oh, Mike
Zimmer is
Zimmer's
giving
gonna
him the
cuss somebody
business.
out. He took off his
Oh,
mask. He's like, "I'm gonna give you the virus now, you son of a
man.
bitch."
That coach got scared
He's
and
got
just went back to his iPad. That was insane.
why, why does Zimmer always have these random band-aids on his face? Like, what is this man doing to himself on a
He's got
weekly
leprosy.
basis?
Yeah. First
Little-
it was his eyes. And he's
He's a,
just missing random pieces of his face.
he's a le-
It
he thought,
always worries me when the players will throw out the peace sign at like the 20-yard line. I'm like, there's a lot of room for some shit to happen. You
he was
better hope.
walking for half the
That's
field.
how
He's not even
bad
winded.
their special teams was. Nobody was there within 30 yards of him. I was amazed. That was
It was weird. The Vikings just put their kicker on the field for that kickoff. They were missing 10 guys, and they still kicked it off.
oh shit, we're starting.
I don't understand what Mike Zimmer could have been yelling about to the special teams
I
coach.
Coverage was
don't kick it
awful.
to them
Kick it
like
out of the end
that.
zone.
And that was a terrible kick. That was terrible
You don't
coverage.
think
Like
you don't
nobody
think he
was on
tried
the
to kick it out of the end zone?
nobody was on that side of
No.
the field. Where is everybody? Like no one. Like I was so confused. That was some of the worst coverage. That's why he's pissed.
You know what?
That's your
You know what
starting
this
running back.
means? Cordero just got himself 8 more carries this game.
Hell
Good.
yeah,
He's like, oh, he's
brother.
hot. He's hot. You got to feed him.
They kind of literally have no choice, right? Like they don't have a starting running
Damn.
back.
Did you see Nagy
Lam-
try to one hand that? That was sick.
Yeah, he's got a lot more time now that he doesn't have to play call to do other
He's
stuff.
just
Like
standing there now. Coach, what should we do? I don't know.
playing the out of bounds. He's trying to catch every ball thrown out of bounds. He's like, oh, got it. I guess I diss Cordero too much, but they don't run that. Once they run that end around play, then I'll diss him again. That's gonna be. Notice that they haven't called that play in a while. I already give Bill Laser,
Laser.
Laz, Lazor. I already give him his credit for not calling the end around. It's
Not
still
yet.
early
Also,
though.
it's not It's not Cordero's fault that they keep calling these
I
dumbass
know,
runs for him.
but like last game, Cordero shouldn't have ran as much as he did. This game, he kind of has no choice. They don't have a running back, so
Lamar
he's like
Miller.
Yeah.
their thing. Yeah, that just apparently they don't like, even though he had like a catch the first like play he was in. I just don't get
One
it.
whole catch.
I don't get it though. Like he seems like he's a name. I've heard of him.
Oh my god. You know what I don't understand is every time they cut to anybody in the Bears defense, they always look super winded. Like everybody's just
Yeah,
trying to
because
catch their
they're
breath.
playing a lot.
But
They've
like
had to play a lot.
they haven't been playing like not today.
That's the turf, dude. The turf just ate him up. Couldn't even cut.
Jeff Jefferson.
Those are two good rookies. They'll be fighting each other for a while. Him and Jalen. Jalen Johnson's pretty good. He's having a good year.
He does get caught with his pants down sometimes, though.
That's a rookie thing,
Yeah, but
though.
that's for fun.
It's easy to get called out like that in a position like corner because it's just so recognizable. Like that's like if you're gonna get like if you give up a touchdown, you're the first person you're gonna look at. I mean, you're the covering him, but I
Well,
mean
it's
he's
also the matchup too. You're
yeah.
not like you're putting him on the third or fourth best receiver. Like you shouldn't be putting him on Adam Thielen
Yeah,
or Jeff
I
Jefferson.
mean, honestly, he looks better than Buster Screen tonight. I mean, Buster looked pretty bad at the beginning of the game. I don't know what he's done recently, but he had a bad first quarter.
You see Mike Zimmer just ate a Snickers bar?
Yeah, he shoved it in his mask and he's chomping it down.
Oh! Oh my god. These
This
guys are
is, I mean,
awful.
Kirk Cousins about to shit his pants. I think right now he's about to go poopy pants
You
on
want to talk
us.
about any other games?
Oh, first things first. DJ won the Masters.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
that's sick.
I heard he's good at
Yeah,
golf.
he's really good. Uh, it's funny because like everyone was talking about Bryson DeChambeau and like how he said he's like this course is a par 67 in my mind, and he did what he did. And if he was to play on a course that's par 67, he would have shot in like a, I think they said like a
Plus
six,
18.
yeah, plus 18. He was gonna be like 30 shots down from DJ, and they tried.
He finished the day he finished the tournament 3 under. So at a par 67 would have been plus 18, which was what, 35 shots,
Yeah,
38 shots.
I mean, they tried to ask DJ that same question. They're like, what par do you really think you can see yourself playing this? He's like, uh, it says on the scorecard that there's 72. It's a par 72. You count the numbers. He's just, that's the type of guy I like. I mean, it's just honesty. Why you want to give yourself less? Give yourself more if you can. I mean,
Yeah, I'd be like, I think it's a 74. I'm fucking crushing it.
I have a question for you guys about Masters, which oh fucking idiot.
well, there goes that game.
Was that in the question?
No,
No,
sorry.
well,
So for the Masters, you win the green jacket, right? Now, if you win the
Yes.
green jacket, is that yours to keep, or do you
yeah,
only
Yes.
get that until the
It's
next Masters?
you get to keep it for one year. You get to go around with it, but you keep it at the clubhouse for the rest of of your life. So
So that's
you go,
yours, but you only have
yeah,
it at the clubhouse.
yeah. So you keep it like except the first year when you win it. So the first year you can tour around with it. It's like going with like the Stanley Cup and stuff and go tour and shit. But like that will stay in the clubhouse
So there's
every
just like
for
a
the rest of
shit
the
ton
time.
of
Yeah,
green jackets there.
yeah. Well, I'm assuming they do stuff to like the ones for people that are dead, but I don't
And
know.
then what? Do you
I'm
get
not
it?
like a
Get it like they find out who wins, and then they get the jacket fitted.
I'm assuming they go through a jacket
Like a
fitting
what
before
is like
they.
a one size fits all.
No, I
I
mean,
don't think they owe it.
do you not know your jacket like fitting, like size, Devin, or are you
I'm
just
just
like
saying,
ten years old?
as soon as I win, I want the jacket right now. My year
Yeah,
starts now.
Well,
no,
they put the jacket on you.
Right.
they're gonna give you a David Byrne one, like from the Talking Heads concert, just an oversized jacket,
That's what I'm
and
saying. I don't want to
you're
like
gonna flop around like this in
when
it.
I win the Masters, I want that damn jacket to fit. You know what I'm saying?
It's the exact opposite of fat guy little coat. It's like they just gave you your dad's jacket. Like the sleeves are too big and you're just like putzing around the golf course.
But also, does that mean so they pushed the Masters back this year, right? So the next
Yep.
Masters would theoretically be in 6 months from now?
Yep. In
Does he
April.
only get to
From
wear the
Nick.
jacket for 6 months?
Well, I'm sure they're gonna do some. I don't know. Why don't you call Dustin Johnson? I don't
I
fucking know.
won
I
the
didn't
jacket.
win.
Let me have the
I didn't
jacket.
fucking win.
Cheap ass
Give,
bastards. I gotta wear your clothes
Shooter
whenever I come to
cabinet.
your house. It doesn't make any sense.
Give me that jacket. I believe that belongs to Mr. Gilmore.
But like, why would you're not gonna wear that jacket just casually out to dinner? Like, it's not a hip
I don't
jacket.
know.
It's a flex.
Might
I
get
don't
me
know.
out of a
Sergio
DUI.
Garcia did that. Sergio Garcia basically wore that jacket until he was forced to take it off. I mean, for Christ's sake, there's some guys that will.
It's like the Stanley Cup. Like he's eating a bowl of cereal out of the jacket.
What happens if you get the jacket like stained up and ripped, and you bring it back? Is it just like in shitty condition at the clubhouse?
That's why I wish.
It's
That's why I wish John
it's not
Daly would have won one. For Christ's
like
sake, I
it's
feel like
spilled
not
he
grease
needed
on
it.
it's
it.
not magic. It's not magical jacket. You just get another one made, or you get it repaired.
No, but you didn't win
You just
that
gotta
one.
match the color.
Are you talking about bringing a fake back to the clubhouse? So you keep the real one, and you bring an imposter back?
No,
They know.
You know.
They
or
have to know.
or you go out. Well, you go out and party with the fake one.
That doesn't count. Like, that doesn't do it for
It's
me.
like a Party
I want
City
the real
To
one.
jacket.
who cares? What do you
Obviously,
mean?
obviously, the person that won the green jacket would care.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't want to get your real one dirty, you just go party with the fake one, and then who gives a shit? You
I'm
got
just
like a
saying,
whole closet of fake ones
in 6
just in
months when I
case.
win this jacket, I want to know what the rules are.
You might not need to
Okay.
win, Devin. You could become a member. They might ask you to become a member of the club. Would you join Augusta National if you were a
No, I'm
member?
not. I'm an independent.
Ah, you're-
Hates pimento.
yeah,
Hate
true.
it.
Well, you're missing out because you could have been a member like Condoleezza Rice. I don't know why you wouldn't want to. You and
Conolingus,
Condi.
right?
Fuck. Congrats to DJ. I feel bad for the people who got in second place. They shot like 15 under, and they got second.
Yeah,
That
it's
sucks.
like what the hell do I have to do?
They said like
Like,
this.
oh, I did really well at the same year that they set the record
They
for
said
best score.
this guy that got second place. He was the first time in Masters history that somebody scored below 70 every day of the tournament, and he lost. I'd be fucking furious. I'd be like, what the fuck is going on? Also, Tiger Woods
Paycheck's
scored a
good.
10 on a par 3, which is very funny. He put the ball in the water 3 times, which is like one
Very
of us.
relatable.
Yeah, very one of us. Weeble wobble, one of us. We respect you.
That's one of the most fun parts of like a big tournament is just watching somebody have a meltdown and be like, "Oh, they are human. I've been there. I've done that."
The worst ones are back in like when Phil Mickelson did it in Wingfoot, especially when he was the fat version of Phil Mickelson. He's just blowing leads and he's just looking fat and sad. It was depressing.
Well, even Spieth in the Masters, what was that? 2016,
2016.
2017?
Yeah, that was rough too. That was I don't even like thinking about that shit. There's been a lot of
Yeah, like
collapses at the Masters. Like Rory did it a couple like 10 years ago. Like fuck, it's a place you collapse.
I didn't think about
it
it
hurts
until
to
right
watch.
now. This is part of the Bears' strategy. Let's let them kick a field goal. Whatever. They'll get 3 points. We'll let Cordero run another one for a touchdown, and then that way the offense doesn't have to see the field. This is
Dude,
genius.
if Cordero runs
Yeah,
another touchdown in, I'm jumping in the lake.
I'm holding you to that.
I,
You better get in that
I
fucking
will.
lake,
I'm going. He didn't do it.
I think I was
folks.
gonna pull the Devin Hester and pick it up and then just take off. Why you gotta show
He
this?
was been in the league for 7 years. That's nuts, dude. I feel like he's been in the league for like 3 years. He's been around for a while.
Quick hit, Chris Paul to the Suns. Go.
They're gonna be a
Yeah,
good team.
I've said that for the past like 2 years. They better do it this year. I'm
Do
done
you think
saying
Chris
it.
Paul now has to have sex with that one girl who had sex with all the Suns
Yes.
to be a part of the team?
If he hasn't
You.
already.
Well, it's a team chemistry thing. You can't
That's what
be
I'm
the
saying.
only guy that didn't. Then you don't fit in. Fit in or fit out.
Didn't they say the coaches were in that too? Like, god damn, you're talking about team chemistry, folks.
Everybody's getting their Jimmy sucked. It's team chemistry.
I also
You
really
can't
like
say no
I like the guy who got hired for the Rockets job, and he's like, "What do you feel about James Harden?" He's like, "James Harden's our guy. I signed up to be on this team to coach James Harden. Like, that's what I'm really excited about." And then now they're talking about trading him to the Nets.
Well, he wants to leave. He's like, I'm gonna
It's
force
like
myself out. It's like,
almost
good lord.
immediately gone.
Him and Westbrook are both trying to force themselves out of the situation. I'm like, what situation is it? The two of you together? I mean, what the fuck? Like what
It's just I don't know. I mean, you know who both of those guys are at this point.
Yeah, that's why I just am so amazed when these teams are like, "Well, how did this not work out?" What do you mean? Like it hasn't worked out at all ever with these two. I mean, we've seen it for a decade or at least like half a decade. Like it's just not going to do it. These two guys just don't have it in it.
My problem is like with Russell Westbrook specifically, like he wants to go to a team where he's not having to take a back seat, but he also wants to go to a team that's trying to win a championship.
It's just never going
Like
to
if
happen.
you're the number one guy on a team that's not that. Like if you're the best player, that's a team that doesn't have championship aspirations. So either take a back seat to a better player or just go play on a shitty team, average your triple double again. Who gives a shit?
I don't want to be
But you can't have
biased.
both.
Why wouldn't you want to go to a team like Chicago? I mean, he's can reunite with Billy Donovan. And there's enough young talent around there he can. But I don't think he's the guy that's like I want to teach young players. Like he gives a fuck that if he taught players how to play, that means there's more competition against him. Fuck that. He's not gonna teach him shit. I mean, it's like you
But
want
like
to.
that's what I'm saying. Like, what is the right situation for him?
I There is none. He literally needs to play with like LeBron, or and LeBron doesn't want to play with him. He's too much of a ball hog. So maybe go
Didn't
back to
AD
KD
shut
and
down his contract extension because he's going to the
yeah.
Bulls, right?
Yeah, who Kevin Durant? He is going to the Bulls. How do you know?
I thought AD was
No, he's not going to the
Well,
Bulls.
AD turned down the option.
all
I'm
his money.
assuming to just sign a
He's gonna
longer
get a
term deal.
max. He's
No, I
getting a
think
max with the Lakers.
no,
They'd be
that
dumb
guy.
not to.
He's not getting a max.
If the Lakers don't sign him, they'd be the dumbest organization in the world, and they just won a championship. They don't give him a
They don't know
max.
what they're doing.
Ugh. Do you think the Bulls do? They're probably like,
AD,
no.
look, AD is Reinsdorf's guy. You know that. You've always known that. He's always talking about Anthony Davis, this guy with the unibrow. We love him. We love this guy.
Well, Anthony Davis doesn't have enough moving violations while
Yeah,
intoxicated.
what? How is he gonna drunk drive before we talk to him? When that's how I know that they're gonna have some interest. Like, are they gonna
Yeah, when's
call?
the last time AD was out here in Scottsdale just ghost riding the whip?
When are they gonna call LA County to get him to interview? I mean, come on now.
James Harden, okay. Like what? He's just gonna go somewhere else and do the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know if I think I'd rather have him more than Westbrook though, because at least he's like
He'd be good on the Nets. I think with
not annoying.
Kyrie and KD.
I
That'd
just
be a
don't
good
think
team.
Westbrook is gonna. If I'm KD, I don't even want Westbrook. I'd just rather have just Kyrie Harden and him, and it's fine. It's overkill.
I think Russell Westbrook is a terrible fit for Brooklyn
He does,
because
and
it's going to be Kyrie
Well, not Russell. I mean
is going to
Harden.
I mean, I guess, but still I think Harden's going to want the ball too much for the other two guys.
I just don't think that KD wants to play with them. I think there's a reason why he's gone to different situations. I just think that he doesn't find them to be good talents. I don't know. I feel like he'd be really pushing this if he really wanted them to play, and I don't think that
I
he
think yeah.
does.
I think neither of those guys are going to go to Brooklyn, but if one of them does, it's going to be hilarious cuz it's going to be a clown show.
Yeah, it would be funny.
It's gonna be a clown show, anyways.
Who do you think the Bulls?
True.
Who do you think the Bulls are drafting this week?
You
That's
think they're
this week,
trading
by
up?
the way. No, I don't think there's anybody worth trading up
You think
for.
they're gonna get Lamelo?
No, he's gonna be gone. I think if anybody, that they're gonna get that dude that was supposed to play at Memphis.
Obi Toppin?
No, what a name! He getting that topping, bro.
Ain't no stopping.
I don't like a guy from Dayton. I'm sorry. I'm just not a big fan of like that. Like I don't know
Isn't
how
Steph
good he's gonna
from
be.
Dayton?
No, Steph's from Davidson.
Davidson.
It's the same place.
But what's his
You're right.
James Weissman? I don't know how good he is. I mean, the one college basketball game he played was against UIC, and he played pretty fucking good. So I mean, there's
There
that.
you go. That's all you need to know.
But they're saying he goes too, so I don't even know who the Bulls get. Let's see. NBA mock draft. I'm gonna look it up right now. I'm not trying to
Yeah,
steal from people, but this is the mock draft from tankathon.com. So uh
James Wiseman was the consensus number one pick for all of the college basketball season.
yeah, he's pretty good. And then they caught him like I think he got money or something. I
I
don't
don't know
know.
anything
And he
about
couldn't
college
play.
basketball because I only watched during March Madness, and since that wasn't a thing, I have no
They're gonna
idea
Dude,
who's
that
good.
feels like so
well
long
you don't
Right?
ago.
yeah, that I don't think they're gonna have to I think that shit's gonna get canceled again. There's no way
Just
that's
do a
gonna work
bubble.
out. No, the college kids I mean there's
The
yeah.
world's biggest bubble.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work out. I really don't think that's an actual option. Um, what the Tankathon is saying is the Bulls are gonna get a guy from Tel Aviv, Denny Avadija. I don't even know who that is. 6'9", small forward, averages 15 points a game, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. It's gonna be one of these guys. I don't know.
Sure.
I
I
don't.
don't give a shit.
I
I-
don't like
I'm not gonna.
this.
I'm not gonna try and act like I know anybody that's in the NBA draft. College basketball was 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I know 3 people. We'll see.
Yeah, and of course the Bears aren't gonna get one of those 3 people you know.
I don't think the Bears are.
Yeah,
You're right.
probably not.
I'm
They play
just,
football.
I mean the Bulls. God damn it! Because I'm watching the game, folks. It's hard. The Bees, Bulls, Bears, Bucks, Blackhawks. Man, it's a lot of sports to
That'd be
handle.
cool. We're the Chicago Bees. Buzz, buzz.
What about football? What happened with football this week? I mean,
Yeah, the
I
Cardinals
mean,
game is the best game, right?
yeah, Jordan Branding going off with just that picture of DeAndre with the gloves. I mean,
That
that
was
was
insane. That guy is so good at football. That team is actually pretty good at football.
yeah, that was a
That
huge
coach
win. But
quarterback combination is sick. I heard a stat today that Kyler Murray is the only quarterback in NFL history to have a rushing score 5 weeks in a row.
I mean, he can get out of the pocket so smoothly and get out of pressure just amazing. He just like it's like a game of Frogger. He's just flying around. He just weaves in and out and he's just finding ways to get some sort of space. He's incredible to watch. So fun.
it was a tough loss for
Josh Allen.
myself and the rest of Bills Mafia.
They're
Yeah, they
still
looked
good though.
yeah, they looked good,
Yeah,
but that
they
sucks.
should be 8-2.
Yeah, this is a really tough loss, especially knowing that like they have a lot of people breathing down their necks now. They definitely left the door open for other teams to try to win the division, which is crazy to think, but it's for sure
One other team.
reasonable. I don't know. I can argue. Why would you count out the team that's won the most Super Bowls in this 2 decade generation? I mean,
Cause fuck them. That's why.
no, but the
I don't
Dolphins
think they're
though,
gonna do
bro.
it.
The Dolphins.
Hey, remember when the Dolphins won the division in 2011? That was pretty sick, right?
Pretty dope.
Hey, all right. Bills got Chargers, which
Loss.
they should win. Niners
Loss.
probably win. Steelers, that's
Loss.
going to be tough.
That night game, Sunday night game.
Broncos,
It should
They
be.
better flex
Broncos
that.
win. Yeah, it's Steelers Bills is Sunday night game.
Fuck yeah.
Broncos, that's a dub. Patriots, that'll be interesting. Ooh, they got Dolphins week 17. That's
That's
going
gonna
to be
be
a good
flex.
game.
That's flex too. If depending on what Miami does, let's talk about them because that was a fun game too. I really think that Tua is like showing that he might be like the best quarterback in that draft class. I know
You
that
think so?
Herbert, everyone loves him, and
Ah,
yeah,
I don't know.
I think
Yeah, I don't
Herbert
know.
might be
I
better.
he
Hi, I'm
makes good plays.
Herbert.
He's
I mean,
also he's played more games. Herbert's played more
yeah,
games.
just Tua has those instincts. Like I said, like Murray almost. Like he can just get out of. He just gets out of shit so smoothly, and it's just he uses his left-handed throwing capabilities to his advantage. Like his touchdown pass in the red zone, like I think he legitimately fooled people because he doesn't have to throw across his body. He's a left-handed thrower. So it
So
looks weird and you're like, "What the fuck?"
of
And he
course,
threw
if
it
the
across, it
Steelers
was
go
efficient.
undefeated, he like Mike Tomlin's coach of the year, right? But they start to lose maybe 1 or 2 games. Don't you think the guy from Miami might be?
Flores. Yeah, I mean, I still think he should be really in consideration even if I mean, well, they go undefeated, maybe not, but like he should just like really have like at least top three votes. He's
Yeah, I mean,
incredible.
there it's Dolphins, Bills, uh, Gruden with the Raiders, depending on how they end up.
That's true. Isn't Flores a Belichick guy too? It's like one
Yeah,
of the
Yeah,
first
he'll be
real
the only
successful
the
one.
the only successful disciple
Yeah.
of Bill Belichick.
his
Well,
story is really
Romeo
weird.
Cornell.
Is I think he was like a front office guy, and he's like, I can do more use like being a coach.
Yeah, it's kind of sick though. It's like I'm
Like his
bored.
backstory is pretty crazy.
Oh my god! On the other end, Anthony Lynn is just
His
can't get out of his own way. They keep like they only lose one score games, and it's because of like 2 or 3 plays each game, and a lot of it's play calling.
yeah, it's he does a lot of it's just boring. It's just a classic like I'm afraid to really go out there and do stuff with this guy, but I'm also like a very boring play caller.
But like
It's
Justin
not a good
Herbert
mix.
is sick. Justin
He is
Herbert's
sick.
good.
That's why it pissed me off that it's just like open it up more. What do you got some of the best receivers in football. Like come on now.
That
The
team
team should be a
always
lot
has
better.
talent. Like they always have good talent. It's just the
They should be a
curse
lot
of
better.
Marty Schottenheimer because the guy won like 13 games and they fired him, and then ever since then they've been a dumpster fire.
Very
And
cursed.
they traded away Drew Brees. Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
that was
You still
tough to
take Brees
do.
over Rivers, right? As a whole,
Yeah. You
Oh
won a
God,
Super
yeah.
Bowl. I mean, you won a Super Bowl. The
I
fuck?
know both of them are probably going to the Hall of Fame, but Brees is the better of the two.
But one that
Philip
the
Rivers
difference
is
is one you don't
tough.
have to say probably make it to the Hall of Fame. Like you
You don't
know
think
that
Rivers
Drew
makes
Brees
it
is
in?
gonna. I don't know.
It's tough because he hasn't had any postseason success.
I mean, he's made it to the AFC Championships. He played that
That's
game with
not
the
that's
torn
not what we're
ACL.
talking about. That's not what we're talking about.
I don't like him personally, but I think he's got to at least be because Eli's got to make it in.
Well, he also has 2 Super Bowls and 2 Super Bowl MVPs.
True. Big Ben's got to make, but I mean Rivers has a better career than Eli does for sure.
Yeah, but I think the Super Bowls carry a lot of weight, especially having 2 of them, because like it's two
I
more than zero.
I think that
Big
like
Ben's got to make it in.
this era of football though is going to be really different with quarterbacks. I mean, you look at like all these numbers. It's obviously a product of what how football is played now. So you can't look at guys like that, like Rivers, that break all these numbers and stats like that, and being like he should be automatic. He really, I mean, there's some years that he was not that great. That team was not that great, and he was okay, but the team wasn't great. So obviously he wasn't a main factor of that team succeeding. Like that's going to be in question with who is like Matt Stafford and Matt Ryan. Those are two guys that have like Hall of Fame stats, but would you consider them Hall of Famers? I sure as hell wouldn't.
Ryan probably more than Stafford.
Stafford's got the
Still
better
no.
stats. Stafford's got the better stats than him.
Well, yeah, because Matt Ryan went to the Super Bowl. That's the only thing where it would be closer,
Yeah.
Has
but he
Matt
didn't
Stafford
win it.
even been to the playoffs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't remember
they
that
didn't
game against
win.
the Cowboys where they like there was a bad fumble call or some shit? I don't know. That was a long time ago, but
Has he gone to the playoffs two times?
yeah, they lost to the fucking Saints one time and they lost to the Cowboys. That's when they had Calvin Johnson too, so that's the reason why he has a lot of numbers.
They were so bad that he just retired early. Like he's the best receiver in football. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna stop playing.
Right? I mean,
He also he also wanted to retire sooner, and his
Yeah.
dad had to talk him out of it.
yeah, this Detroit is literally had the best receiver and running back, and they've both retired early. Like arguably the greatest running back of all time and greatest wide receiver. That's just so fucked up.
How many curses do you need? They have so many curses.
What the year that Detroit makes the Super Bowl, like I'll root for them. I'll say it right now. If they make the Super Bowl ever, I will root for them to win it. Like I don't know
What
if
if it?
that'll ever happen.
Why?
That's why it's such an easy thing to say. Because I feel bad. Wouldn't you root for them? Like, wow, what a story.
What
Like
if
they
it's
keep
them and the
fucking
Browns?
I don't have
I was just gonna ask you that.
I don't have any
We're
interest in
friends.
rooting for the Browns.
Why? You don't
Especially
feel
if they have
bad
that
for them?
they have
Their
that
team name is
guy that likes to
named
get
after
shit
poop.
on OBJ. No.
It is fitting he does play for the Browns, the
Very.
Cleveland
Fits like a glove.
Steamers.
Okay, so NFC East, Eagles,
Sucks.
Giants. What I told, like, okay, can you tell
Sucks.
me finally that the Eagles are bad and the Eagles are not going to win the division?
No, they're
Just
They're
admit
killing
it.
it.
bad. They're gonna win the division.
They're bad.
They're
They're gonna.
bad
Fuck both
and
of
Yeah,
gonna
you.
win.
that's true. They can be
No,
bad and
I'm
still
telling
win the
you,
division.
no, the
They're
Giants
in
are frisky
first. Oh
by
God.
a half game.
What are they?
I
Two and
think the
seven.
Washington football
Frisky.
team. I'm gonna put money on Washington football team to win that because Alex Smith is a fucking boss.
They should have won
Dude, I'm
last
telling
week.
you, I'm pretty sure that every Giants loss has been one score, except for like one. They're all close games, and then they also have won as many games as the Eagles have.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Washington
I think it's
football
the
team.
Giants.
You heard it here.
Nah,
They've
that's
flown too many games.
that.
They all play one.
That's another thing I wanted to talk about. First off, they lost to the Lions, which you can't do that.
Barely.
They do kick like a 90-yard field goal. Let's be
Yeah, he kicked a
honest. I mean,
60-yarder to win the game.
I think it was a fucking bomb, to be honest.
Okay, but the only reason they got to that point, like Washington first had to tie it, which they did, and then they immediately let the Lions go down the field with like 30 seconds left and allow him to kick a 59-yarder. You don't let Matt Prater kick a 59-yarder because he'll fuck up and make that. So
Isn't that guy a
you
DUI
can't do.
guy?
Did Matt Prater get a DUI?
I
They
think
all
so.
got him.
Okay.
I think
The funny thing from this game is Alex Smith threw 55 passes, completed 38 of them, threw
Fucking
for
kidding me?
390 yards.
Sorry.
fucking
You
Jeff
guys upset?
Jefferson.
No, it's fucking. Well, they get a whole big holding call and they give up a fucking another 70-yard play. This team fucking God, dude.
Well,
They got bailed out and they got a huge penalty call.
Huger play.
Oh my God. All right, continue. What's the best thing about this game? That it's not.
The
It's
fuck were
not
we
the
talking
Bears game.
about?
That's the best thing that's about it.
Alex Smith throws 55 passes, completes
Okay.
38 of them, throws 390 yards, doesn't throw a single touchdown or interception. How is that even possible?
It's very Alex Smith.
Magic.
That's the most Alex Smith stat of all time. 38 for 55,
He just got
390 yards,
he just
no
got the
touchdowns,
science
no
down.
interceptions.
He's just got the science down for it. He just knows. He just sets himself up for the best opportunity to not score or not fuck up. It's commendable.
Genius.
He's like,
Oh god
I throw the
damn it.
ball strictly between the 20-yard lines.
Nick Akeem Hicks is hurt.
God. What is happening?
Everything bad in my
poppin'?
life.
He's walking gingerly. Let's see if he gets him that
Yeah.
He'll
10.
be back out there.
He was he's chasing Kirk Cousins and just pulls up lame and starts limping.
I think Chuck
That's
Pagano,
usually not a good sign.
Chuck Pagano might cry. He's got tears in his eyes.
I think I might cry.
He's a shitty coach.
Hey!
Whoa.
He had cancer, you fuck. Oh, God. What were some other good games this week? There had to be like a couple.
Seahawks lost again.
Niners Saints was not good. Yeah, Seahawks
Drew Brees
lost
is
3 out of
hurt.
4. Drew Brees, a bunch of broken ribs,
Jameis
at
time,
least
baby.
one punctured lung.
Some would say too many broken ribs.
How Okay, so Drew Brees gets hurt this time, and they don't start Taysom Hill.
No.
At what point? At what point do people stop blowing Taysom Hill?
Hey, take
He's
it
Never.
not a
easy.
quarterback.
I'm gonna blow him till
Is
he said stop.
well, that answers that question. At least we know
Ne-
now how long.
Next game.
I've got all the answers I need.
You know he
I
doesn't.
was about to.
He won't stop till he says stop. You know he doesn't do that.
You know what? Yeah,
Was that you say
whatever.
stop? Sorry, I thought maybe you said stop.
I feel like they're integrating him into the pass game as a receiver more often now, and it's kind of he actually does not look bad at that, and
Jameis is a
it's
better
kind of
quarter. Oh
scary.
no, yeah, Jameis is a better quarterback.
Well, yeah, I mean Jameis is definitely a better quarterback than him, but
Plus he
that's
got
not really
LASIK,
saying
so he
much.
doesn't throw interceptions anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody's given him a chance since he got LASIK. Why has nobody put any stock
Why
into
did
that? The
it
guy
take him
threw third.
so long to get LASIK? He's like, you know what? I can't really see that good actually. Are you supposed to be blurred?
What are colors? You can't even see the colored jerseys anymore. His eyesight was so bad.
He just thought that's what the world looked like. He didn't know that he couldn't see. He's like, wait, that's not what? But like the guy threw 30 touchdowns and he can't see. You don't think like the interceptions could come down a little bit?
It's 30 years. I mean, not many can do that. 30
All
30.
time.
It's that's so respectable.
I mean, okay. So the Hall of Fame is a museum, right? You should that's something that should be in a museum of football.
Yeah, his helmet, his last interception and touchdown from that game. I'm sure they
Yeah,
got it
Jameis.
somewhere.
What I'm saying is Jameis Winston's a Hall of Famer.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
100%.
if the Saints win the Super Bowl this year with him starting, then he might be. Fuck, he's got a better argument than Matt Ryan does.
Or Phil Rivers.
Yeah, national champion and Super Bowl winning quarterback. How can you leave him out of there? Let's be honest. I'd root for that story.
Get him in first ballot. But he's getting in before Terrell Owens.
Fuck, I mean they still pass along these guys from the 1920s making it. It's like old crazy legs Sid Jagursky making it to the 2020 Hall of Fame team. His great
Like his
grandkids are here to announce it.
I was going to say his great grandkids are dead. They died of old age.
Those are the people that like Jerry Reinsdorf vouches for to get into the Hall of Fame. He was my best friend. He was a great football player. Let him into the Hall of Fame. He's made mistakes like we all do.
Yeah, he was in Jerry Reinsdorf's nephew's grade.
Oh, by the way, shout out Jose Abreu for winning the AL MVP.
Oh yeah.
Didn't say that yet. That guy Cuban Barry Bonds, really like a story. Man had to suffer through a lot to get here to play baseball, the thing that he loved, and he finally has won something like this that's special, and he definitely deserved it. So congratulations, Jose.
I know you're listening. Congrats, man.
Feliciano, Felicidades.
All right, Ravens Patriots. What Ravens are frauds.
Yeah.
No, they're not frauds. They just don't have
They
anybody that can
can't
catch the ball.
They don't.
they
They have
can't win a game. They can't win a game when they're not ahead, and they can't beat a good team.
That's
they
a
have no
problem.
outside receiving game, like at all. They only play with the middle third of the field. That's all they need.
If they're not going to address that, then that actually is a problem,
That
right?
really is.
That goes against them.
Des Bryant can do
And
so much.
yeah, like the trade deadline's over. Like I don't know what you're gonna do, so you just have that problem. So that is part of your team.
Well, that was what was this week? They're like Lamar Jackson was complaining like they're all calling my plays out. It's like, well, you literally run like an option, but like 75 to 80% of the time. So no shit, they're calling that out. I mean, you're very vanilla with, and even with an offense, it's like this. It's still vanilla because it's just the big plays is him doing like scrambling and just kind of getting out of danger, and then he finds a 20-yard hole to get. It's just never gonna be successful if you gotta bank on that happening, and they have to at this point. They're throwing it to fucking Willie Snead for Christ's sake. I mean, come on. They got
I mean,
no
come on.
receivers.
You think Anquan Bolden's still available?
So good.
Probably. They have
Bring
decent
back
tight ends.
Steve Smith.
Steve Smith
Both of those
Senior.
guys so good.
Wait, yeah, which was the did you see the tight end just get his leg turned inside out?
Yeah, that was pretty
Oh.
disgusting.
Who was that? It wasn't Andrews or
No.
Some
Buddy,
other guy.
the other guy.
the block.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
I know you're
They showed
talking
the replay one time.
That's all you needed.
It was tough. I watched it live. It was like, oh, it went. It looked like Pac-Man. It was
A little
going the wrong way.
sideways.
Yeah, it was bad. Didn't like that. The not a whole lot of other close games. Broncos Raiders. That was. I mean, Drew Lock's bad. It looks like.
Yeah, I talked a little too soon about him.
It turns out he's not good.
But sometimes he is. So it's like, what? Which are you? You good or not? Just tell me.
Sometimes he is.
Sometimes he's not. Packers, Jaguars.
They almost lost. And then they went down the field in like 3 minutes. And like, all right, we gotta stop fucking around. We're the Packers.
They're like, oh yeah, this is the Jaguars. I forgot. Let's
Devin,
win this.
Devin, you just see that play call?
I don't know what that was. That confuses me.
Well, it was Cordero Patterson getting the snap. So everything I said about Bill Lazar going away from dumb plays, I take it back. That was
the
fucking
dumbest
terrible.
play I've ever seen.
that was not a good play.
He got a little cute.
I don't know what
can you
you
keep
call
in
him?
the house? They're gonna rush
Yeah,
everybody again because
Nick
you can't
Foles
throw
is-
under pressure.
Nick Foles is already pooping his pants. He soiled himself. Throw the ball! Oh my god, this guy is so fucking terrible. He just get him the fuck out of the game. Put Tyler Bray in. Cut your fucking losses. I'm done with this guy. He's so bad. Mitch has to come in this next game. I'm sick of this guy.
Mitch
He
is
can't
not even
move.
active.
Yeah, when he's healthy again, he's got to come in because this shit is. I'm done with it. I'm so over this guy sucking so bad. The O line is not even doing bad today. He sucks. Devin, can you admit it?
He sucks today for sure.
No, he sucks. He
No
sucks.
qualifiers.
That last
He's
play, he
so
sucked.
bad.
You got to throw the ball there. You had time.
I don't
Do
know what the
something.
fuck he's doing.
But they only
man.
had three receivers out there. I don't know. He
Well,
could have hit Mooney.
That's
the
why you
top
need
of the
somebody
screen,
that
but-
can, I don't know, be mobile because they can like maybe do something. I don't know. It just this ain't gonna fucking work anymore.
Yeah, I will say nobody was open. So, I mean, I guess he could have thrown the ball away, but like, you're
Yeah.
not going to complete a pass if nobody's open.
They only had three guys
It's
out,
tough.
and they had four guys in coverage.
That's why you
and
need
then he got
somebody
sacked. So
that has legs.
Okay, but like if you've got
like Mitch.
if you got three receivers, that means you've got 7 guys blocking. 6 people.
Right.
You should have some time. Or
True.
something like a lane opens up to run, like you've got numbers. Or tight end, somebody
if you-
just
somebody should have
they
released.
block somebody
Yeah.
and then they go, they release. There should be somebody there because you've got numbers.
Yeah, but you ran all three guys
that was-
down the field on a 2nd and 5 or a 3rd and 5. Like, let's all run go routes.
I got a headache.
Just top to bottom. Like the play call was bad. Nobody got open. The blocking wasn't great, even though you had more people blocking than were rushing.
Well, they were in a
it's
stunt,
just-
so 3 guys were blocking one guy, and nobody stayed in the middle to block. Like,
Yeah, I mean, stunts are that's their job, but like your job is to like stay and block a gap. Just kind of be there, like
bad, just bad. This is just bad. Okay.
hey, how about those new gaming systems? Huh?
Yo, what are with
You
people
guys?
buying PS5s for double the cost? Like, motherfucker, they're gonna make more of them. Why you need to buy it right now? And those are not even like the good kinds. Like, aren't these the ones that usually like smoke up and like they die in a year anyway? Like, what the fuck? People are so dumb.
It's cool, and you want to have it first because then you could have it, and then
No.
other people don't have it, and you have it.
They're
Nick, are you
just
gonna get a
so
new?
expensive. Are you buying one
Yeah, you gonna get one,
I don't
Nick?
know.
for Christmas?
Maybe.
What do you mean?
Maybe.
That's a lie. That's you. That's a
You're not
bullshit.
getting one.
Yeah, maybe. What do you want us to give for your bachelor party surprise? We said fuck the stripper. We got you an
We're gonna get one of
Xbox
those
One.
pop out cakes, and instead of a stripper, it's gonna be the Xbox Series X.
How does the
Sexy
Xbox pop
Xbox.
out of the cake? It's a sex box.
And then start stripping. It's gonna start slowly taking off
Yeah.
its packaging.
Like, where'd the Xbox get a boombox?
And a bouncer. Hey, look, Xbox got to be out of here at 10:30. Anybody gets hate.
Just a big guy wearing a black T-shirt and sunglasses at 10 p.m. He's got like one of those wire earpiece things that are connected to nothing.
Nick, you should buy one though, because that'd be just a flex. We'd still be playing PS4. You play PS5 or
He's not a
Xbox One.
PlayStation guy.
I forget you're all Xbox guys.
Yep.
I probably would get a PS5.
Thank you.
Motherfucker.
It's better, and they don't blow
Well, that's how
up.
I start. I had PlayStation 1 and 2, and then I got a 360, and the 360 is the last one. I just completely missed
Dalvin
the
Cook
last
just got
generation.
hurt. Oh, Dalvin Cook just got hurt.
Dalvin.
He looks like
It's fine.
he broke a rib.
James Madison,
Oh,
Alex
dude.
Madison,
Jalen Johnson got hurt too. Come
He's hurt.
on.
Ashley Madison, their other running back. I forget what the name is.
Oh, he fumbled it too on that play.
Isn't Ashley Madison the website where people like cheat?
Yeah. I mean, I don't
Don't
know.
act like you don't know.
I don't know.
Let me see your
Yeah,
search
likely
history. Pull your
story.
search history up. Share your screen.
All right, I'm about to. I'll pass.
he's passing, folks.
I think Cook's
It's an
fine.
indictment.
No, I don't want to cheer. That's terrible.
Are you mad that he's okay?
Wait, what is this? A Clemson?
This is the blind side part 2. Still blind.
Wait,
Ooh.
is it really?
Yeah.
Less blind.
More side.
Blind side 2.
Yeah, the
LASIK.
sequel, 50% more side.
Maybe
Wait, so
Jameis
this-
Winston is blind side part 2, and then he gets LASIK, and then he's good.
Yeah, and then Sandra Bullock comes in.
Gotta come out there. Jameis, throw to the guys on your team. Don't you like the guys on your team? They're your family. And then he just never throws an interception again.
Oh, he just got hit in the balls. He's fine.
I
Lower
guess.
body
You
injury.
didn't see that?
I
Yeah,
guess.
he
It looked
just
like he was going
rolled
over his
over. He's just
ribs.
grabbing his dick and balls. He'll be okay.
Dalvin, Jalen, I think is really hurt.
Yeah, that was looked like a leg injury.
Do you
of
think the
some
Bears
sort.
will sign
Brown-
Tim Tebow?
Yeah, he's better than Nick Foles.
He can run.
Yeah,
He can run.
I'm so
I
sick
like that.
of watching. Do I really have to watch this offense like a couple more times? God,
Yes.
I'm gonna throw up by it.
At least one
Speaking
more
of bad
time.
offense, Browns Texans was 3-0 at halftime. That was sick.
Yeah, Browns suck. They beat good bad teams and they just have a decent record because of that. But they suck. They're not good.
Everybody think
I mean,
like
they just had to
at
run the
one point
ball.
thought that they were for real. Didn't they put up like 40-something points that one week just on running the ball?
They do that. Nick Chubb does that like once a year.
I mean, he's just really good. They're next.
He is good.
Listen, they got Eagles and Jaguars next.
They'll probably lose to the
Those are-
Eagles. Watch. I watched
He's going
them
to
lose
the
to
tent,
the
Nick.
Eagles.
Just got hit in the balls, huh? He's getting his
I don't know.
balls
He's holding
checked.
his balls. They also play the Giants and the Jets. So I still think they could win 10 games.
Watch them lose to the Jets. They give up their one win.
No, if anything they would lose. Yeah, if anything they would lose to the Giants because the Giants, like I said, are frisky.
They'll lose to the Eagles because I know that's a game that's such a trap for them to lose that game. That would be such a Browns game to lose.
Dude, if you're the Browns, there's no such thing as a trap game because you just beat the Texans 10-7. You're
I
not like
know
feeling yourself.
people are sleeping on them Eagles already, like you.
Yeah, because they suck. They're bad.
Yeah, Carson Wentz is not good.
So bad.
Do you know what Brett Favre said on ESPN?
Look at my penis.
He said that the Eagles should have kept Foles and got rid of Wentz.
Good, have him. Fucking have him. I would take Carson Wentz over Nick Foles right now. I'm sorry. I think that Wentz would be fine. At least he can kind of move. Even that, he's kind of slow, but still, he'll kind of move.
No, they're both bad. I don't want either.
Yeah, me neither. Devin loves
that. I
Foles,
mean-
so he can't even say otherwise. Devin loves Nick Foles. He'll
Yeah, you
he'll
love him.
die on his grave
Big
before
Nick?
Nick Foles does.
You'll die.
He's no Rex Grossman, but he's all right.
You didn't like Sexy Rexy. You talk shit about Grossman.
Yeah, you hate him, and you hate the number 8.
Somebody talked
And
shit
Florida.
about Grossman on this podcast. I don't know if it was you or is it Nick?
I did.
Yeah,
It was
well,
me.
you can't talk any good.
I'll
stuff.
claim that.
Somebody's trying to get me riled up. Those are all things that I like. You
Oh
know
yeah, that was the episode Devin wasn't here.
Don't you worry about me wanting to say something nice about Rex Grossman. You'll never hear me say anything nice about Rex Grossman. Not
Hello,
one
Ants.
thing.
He's fine. He was a fine quarterback.
Damn fine quarterback.
If he was even slightly 1% above mediocre, we would have won a Super Bowl. Cardinals Seahawks on Thursday in Seattle. Seahawks are a 3-point favorite.
I think the Cardinals win that game. I think they're coming
Oh, they don't. I
hot.
think. No, I don't think.
I think this is a trap game
Yeah.
For who?
Trap.
for the Cardinals. I think the
How can you
Cardinals are
get
going to be
trapped
feeling
by-
themselves
Playing the fucking Seahawks. That makes no sense.
because the Seahawks have lost 3 of their last 4. They have the worst defense in the NFL, and they're at home. And the Cardinals are coming off of 2 big wins.
It's a trap.
It's trap.
No.
This is one of those games where you're like, oh man, I think the Cardinals are for real, and then they lose
Coming
by
out
20.
party. Yeah, then Russell Wilson puts on a clinic.
Yeah.
I think the Cardinals win.
All right.
I think they'll be fine. I think they got that game was nuts. Yes, it's nice that they have like a short break because they can just get right back into that fire, play off of it.
Well, we'll somebody remember what we said here for Sunday
I'll never.
Yeah, we
It'll
after
never
the
recorded
happen.
game.
I'll never remember.
Hey, it might happen. Did we talk about Colts Titans last week?
No, God, dude, I'm sorry, I can't like they. It's hard to do this when they give up a 20-yard pass to fucking Kyle Rudolph. They can't tackle him. 1st and 20 after a holding. I mean, what is going on? This defense is like giving up. Dude,
Well, I mean, if you had to go,
I
you
am
do your
so
job.
sick of Eddie Jackson not wrapping up. He's the biggest fucking pussy sometimes when he's trying to tackle somebody. He just
Give him more
doesn't
money.
do it.
Somebody give him more money. Maybe
He
that's
just
it.
doesn't do it. He just does not tackle.
You think he got paid and just gave up?
Yeah. I think so. No, he didn't just give up. He's fine. But it's
Yeah,
like
that was bad.
he needs to wrap up. That's it.
To be fair, Kyle Rudolph is substantially larger than him. But you should. I mean,
Do
he
we-
just tried to put his shoulder down into his thigh. He didn't
Yeah,
try
he-
wrapping him up at all.
No. It's like what's that gonna do? He like
He like jumped next to him. That was like how Odell Beckham when he tore his ACL on that tackle for the interception. He just kind of jumped next to him.
yeah.
It's going to take a lot more than that to bring down such a big white.
It's a towering man. I will give him that. Notre Dame guy.
How many Kyle Rudolphs you think it would take to pee in a pool for 7 months?
40.
Yeah, 20 less than your average man.
Yeah, he definitely pees 2 gallons.
He's got an extra gallon in the tank.
Oh, I want to go ahead and make an amendment to the beef list.
Why?
Okay.
We putting someone on, taking them off.
Taking them off.
Why?
At one point, I don't remember why we had the state of Alabama on the beef list.
Something about
Oh.
college football.
Some about another.
Yeah. Why I visited the state recently,
Why were you in
and it was good.
Alabama?
So I have family there,
We're at
and by Birmingham.
Alabama, dumbass. I just said that.
I. There's more places to Alabama than
When did you go to Alabama?
the state.
This weekend.
Did you get
What
Rona?
was your favorite dish there? Did you have any southern meals?
I had Mexican food.
No.
Whoa. In Alabama?
Yeah. Yeah.
They have that there?
It was good. Yeah. There's multiple Mexican foods there. It's fine. It's very good. But they have some hip, trendy spots, eateries, and purveyors of alcoholic beverages. And
Well,
I had a good time.
I've heard Birmingham's nice. Like around there is like pretty nice.
Yeah, they got hip spots. Got some food, some socially distanced food. It was good.
Thank God that the food is socially distanced. I don't know what to do without it. They just missed an extra point.
That definitely won't come back to bite them.
That ain't good. No, that was actually a bad snap. Yeah, it was just everything. Oh my
I like
God, I
how
didn't even
just
try
everybody
it.
stopped. Like nobody knew what the fuck was going on. Kyle Fuller runs past. Everybody else is just standing there. Dustin, the punter, throws almost a
That-
touchdown pass
That
to.
was a great throw. A great throw. Give kudos to the holder.
Long snapper is real upset.
Oh, just a terrible snap.
He looks
Or
like
the-
a fucking dweeb, the long snapper. I mean, come on.
How is that a good throw? What are you
All
talking
upset,
about?
like he just threw an interception.
It
Like
was
he just
good.
walking around the bench, like can't believe I threw that pick six to lose the game.
He got two gloves on like he's Teddy Bridgewater.
Just taking his jersey off and his uniform. He's going right in the locker room.
All right, Cordell's got to return this.
Has to. He has no other option. Then you got to get your dumb ass in the lake.
He got him to about the 37. I mean, that's a fucking win right there.
Hey, just about.
I will take getting basically the 40-yard line any day of the week.
This defense is trash.
Love the 40.
Shut the fuck up. How can you say that? This offense is so fucking terrible.
Everybody's so consumed with how bad the offense is. Nobody knows that the defense is actually trash.
Trash is tough. That's harsh.
How can you say that? Like they
Let's
literally
touch on the
can't get off
defense
the
has scored.
field. They can't get off the field. They gave up 19 points. What do you want them to do?
The defense never scores touchdowns anymore, and you know that's true.
Yeah, well, who gives a fuck? I mean, I don't expect them to. That 1 year was an anomaly. Apparently, they need to do that more often.
I just remembered that they only have 13 points because Cordero took a kickoff back for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. I think that's part of the reason why the defense is bad, because it's demoralizing to go out there and try hard and play well, and then the other side just completely sucks ass.
They literally have to
Like-
run the ball every play behind this dog shit all line because fucking Nick Foles can't throw a pass.
Who the fuck is
It's
this 46
embarrassing.
guy? Who's Pierce?
It's embarrassing.
Why is he out there? He looks scared
Because-
as shit.
Ryan Pace is about to get fired this year, isn't he? This is
No.
definitely one of those games, man. This
This
is
is a everybody gets
definitely one
fired
of those
game.
games. Yeah, this is awful.
You would think that, but
We
that
were 5-1. You're
it-
gonna be 5-5 after this game. Fucking suck.
They're
I'm
embarrassing.
telling you, even at the beginning of the season when we were 5-1, we
Oh
talked about,
my
hey,
God.
they're gonna regress because all those wins were lucky as hell.
That wasn't
And
a
now look what
pass.
happened.
Rashad Coward's hurt now.
It's fine. Go for it on fourth. Pussies, you will.
End this fucking show. Just tap it out. End this fucking show. I can't even fucking stand this shit. Oh.
And
my
on that
God.
note, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the show. Relatively Jumbo Podcast. Follow us on Twitter. I gotta go the opposite direction. I gotta be in a really good mood to offset you guys. Twitter @Jumbo Podcast, Instagram Jumbo Podcast, YouTube Search the Relatively Jumbo podcast. Check out this episode. Check out the wrap-up video. Say howdy. That's a forward pass. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, that was dumb. That shit was dumb.
Any last words?
I'm just, we're gonna know that this game is over basically even before it's over. Bears are gonna be 5-5 and they suck. I'm not happy.
Bears win this game.
They're not winning shit.
Bears
They're not winning fucking shit.
Bears win this game by 1 point. It's gonna be 20-19. I'm gonna give you a look like what's her name, Vicky Valancourt in The Waterboy when I call the score out. That ain't no guess. That's what it's gonna be.
It ain't no guess.
All right. Well, we'll see you later.